Here we go. There we go. All right, just getting all the tech going and closing those apps. Perfect. All right. And we are streaming now. I'm just waiting for folks to come on to our live mastermind. And I know that a lot of people will be watching this on the recording. And so if you are watching it on the recording and you have questions, please feel free to post your questions in the chat. Let us know who you are, where you're from. We're happy to talk to you after the fact, even after the live meeting is over. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start letting people in, and then I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. See, we've got to get over to the right screen here. Hold on just a moment. There we go. I should be able to go there and there and then there. There we go. There we go. All righty. And so this presentation today is our 2024 Rise Up to Cellular Regeneration and Longevity Mastermind. And it's specifically for those exhausted professionals who are having health trouble and really need to find your answers. And I'm really going to focus deep on this aspect of I want you to wake up, because you really have been deceived when it comes to how to take care of your health the conventional way. And so we're going to show you a brand new way today. And I'm going to make you a big, huge, hairy, audacious promise, because I am absolutely confident that I have the scientific proof that works. And today, I'm not going to waste your time. So if you are one of those burnt out, exhausted professionals and you're struggling with your health, I know that you need to see 3 things from me today, and so I'm going to give them to you, bing, bang, boom. First thing I'm going to give you is the truth behind your loss of energy, your loss of productivity, and your loss of vitality. I'm going to give you the truth so that you can stop being deceived. Next, I'm going to teach you how to boost your energy, how to enhance your brain function, how to ignite your passion and empower that control over your health that you used to have. And finally, we're going to teach you how to uncover your unique root causes. And you need to know these so that you can take targeted action steps to dramatically change your health. And you need to know how to do this affordably. So these are the 3 promises that I'm going to make you today. We're going to be getting deep into the woods on this. So first, let's look at the negative, okay? The way we're used to doing healthcare right now, the conventional way, okay, it's old school. It's big pharma and symptom-based, okay? It causes even more and more cellular damage, and you're going to get worse with time if you stick in that old school conventional model. But the new model, the new evolution of medicine, says that we have brand new science that can help you. It's true root cause correction, it's cellular renewal, and you're going to get healthier with time. So which road would you rather be on? And I know the answer to that question. And I'd like you to just imagine for a moment. I want you to imagine you having your enhanced productivity and joy back. What if we could make that whole exhaustion and all those symptoms get about 50% better? Would that be helpful to you? But what if we could get them 75% better? What if we could get them 95 better, like me? Okay, this is the power of the new science that we have for you today. So it's very exciting. And if you don't know me, my name's Dorinda Smith. I'm known as the autoimmune geek. I'm a research immunotoxicologist. I'm a medical scientist specialized in autoimmune disease. I have over 28 years of scientific experience. I did my PhD fellowship in autoimmunity at the National Institutes of Environmental Health Sciences and the Duke VA Medical Center. And now, after going through my own healing, I'm a licensed holistic practitioner with the Professional Wellness Alliance. I have literally helped thousands of people learn how to get their health back. And I partner with thousands of other health professionals, and it's our mission to transform lives and change the face of our broken healthcare system. And that's the passion right there. It's my passionate mission to empower you with the latest science. You need to know how to achieve your optimal health and live out your God-given passion and genius for the rest of your life. All right, so before we go any further, I want to tell you about one of our clients, Scott. And Scott says, Dory saved my life. He says, I'm a Hollywood stuntman and a professional surfer, so he's a man's man, right? He was diagnosed by USC with a pretty bad autoimmune disease, and he felt like he was withering away and dying. He says, within a month, Dory found my root causes and started my specific scientific protocols. He says she was brilliant, collaborative, and always there when I needed her. Within 12 months, I was back 80%. Within 18 months, he was back 100%. And he says, now I wonder where she hides her wings. As I write this, tears come to my eyes, and I literally have chills every time I read what Scott wrote, because he really does have his life back now. And this is the power of the science, okay? It's not me, it's the science. And so next, I want to take a few minutes to just tell you a little bit about my own crazy personal nightmare story, because I have suffered just like you. So I was sick for about, oh my gosh, a long time, really. I had symptoms all the way back from the time I was 12 years old, but no one ever put two and two together. Even in my own scientific research at the master's and PhD level in autoimmunity, I still didn't put all the pieces of the puzzle together back then. And so I wound up, while I was finishing my PhD work, I wound up developing severe autoimmunity. So here I am, I'm an autoimmune disease research scientist, and I get diagnosed with my own set of autoimmune diseases. And within 7 years, within 3 years, I developed 7 autoimmune diseases. 3 years, 7 diseases. So it felt like my body was just completely falling apart. And I had to go out on Social Security disability. Sadly, my husband couldn't handle all of this, and he wound up leaving. So there I was alone, dealing with some pretty severe illness. But I had this adorable little baby to take care of. And her name's Jana. This is my granddaughter. And because her mom had some very serious health issues as well, her mom couldn't take care of her. And so it fell on me. And so I knew that I had to do everything I could just to stay alive and stay healthy enough to take care of her. And I suffered for 14 years on disability, and my doctors and even my own training all told me that I would be lucky if I lasted 10 years. If I was really lucky, I might last 20. but they said 10 years is really the average of how long I would be able to live with these 7 autoimmune diseases. But what I want you to know is that I found my hope. And I found my hope in the latest science of cellular regeneration. And it literally saved my life because I'm supposed to be 6 feet under in a box right now, according to all my specialists, even according to $200,000 worth of my own master's and PhD training. I'm supposed to be in a box right now. People aren't supposed to be able to heal from severe autoimmune disease, but I did, and I am telling you the latest science will help you too. So how did we do it? It's a very scientific, evidence-based. It was a specific plan of action, and it was based on my own personal root causes and my unique epigenetic expression. It's a complete holistic approach that works. And it works because it's the latest science. This is the evolution of medicine. This is not woo-woo. This is not, pie in the sky. This is real. And it really does work. And my results are amazing because I got my life back. My life is completely transformed. And let me tell you how. So right now, it's been 7 years since my healing. I've got absolutely beautiful mitochondrial functioning. So that means I have a lot of amazing energy. No more fatty liver disease, no more brain fog or loss of motivation, no more of those different root causes of the invisible infections like the EBV and the gut overgrowths and all those other bad little nasties. No more dependence on big pharma. I used to be on a cocktail of anywhere between 12 and 20 medications per day. They are all gone in the trash can. I have no more insomnia, no more pain or limitations, no more toxicities. And this is a big part of the problem. As an immunotoxicologist, I'm telling you, we have got to help you get rid of your toxicities if you expect to get well. So I have no more heavy metals, no more plastics, no more glyphosates, no more poisons in my body to a great extent. And all of my ANA and my biomarkers are not only good, not only normal, they are optimal. And that's why I was able to lose over 100 pounds naturally. My gut and my nutrition issues are mostly gone. And there's so much more I could tell you, but I honestly just don't have time in this short presentation. But if you come work with us and you get to know me, you'll hear a lot of my different healing stories. And so I was able to get my professional scientific career back. And now this is amazing. I came off of Social Security disability after 15 years. Who does that? Okay, you can do that just like I did. And God started my business. He started True Wellness Today 7 years ago. I didn't even feel ready. And he literally started bringing people to me and telling me, look, I taught you how to do this. Now you go and you help people. And so that's what I've done. We help our clients here get dramatic life-changing results. And the best part of getting my life back and getting my health back, it was a full spiritual experience for me. I am living the life of purpose that God created me for now. And that is the joy. That is better than anything. So all of that suffering, everything that I went through, I know that God had me go through that. He allowed it for a purpose, and that's so I can help you. And so I just say whoop whoop with my clients all the time because it's just amazing. So, never discount what you can do with God for your health. And so here is Jana today and me and her mama Danny, which Danny is actually getting well now as well. She has gone through an amazing healing transformation just today. She's been working on her health for 2 years. Just today, she came and told me that she's getting feeling back in her lip. Now, this is a girl who had a severe traumatic event. She actually had her whole side of her face reconstructed because of an accident. And at least I guess that's what we're calling it, is an accident. And and literally she's had dead nerves for about 5 years now. We've been working on her health for 2 years, almost 2 years. And just this morning, she told me she's starting to get feeling back in her lips. So, I mean, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, the true miracles that can happen for your health if you choose to use the latest science are incredible. And so, of course, I'm on this passionate mission. You can't shut me up. You can't get me off of my soapbox because I know that we have the power, we have the science to change our broken, big pharma funded sick care management system. And it's my job as a scientist to educate you, to teach you the truth of the latest science, so you will no longer be deceived and be stuck in your health issues. And if you know anything about holistic or functional health, then you'll know these very famous people that are in these pictures with me. And we're all on the same team doing the same work together, changing people's lives and teaching you that you have been deceived, but you can change this. All right, and let me tell you about Dr. Dorothy. So Dorothy is another client of mine. She's a doctor, she's a molecular pathologist, and she developed severe and disabling scleroderma, which is the same disease that I developed as well. And she says, as a doctor, I was never taught the root causes of my autoimmune disease or how to reverse it. She believed that she was incurable, but she says it took a scientist and a medical detective like Dory to find my root causes and correct them. And this is the best part. She says Dory completely changed my professional life. I'm 75% corrected and still getting better. Woo! Yeah, that's what it's all about. So I know because I had some stinking thinking when I first learned about the new science and the new holistic approach to getting my health back. And I had a lot of these same thoughts. And so let's just throw them out the window right now, okay? If you believe your doctor says that long haul COVID, diabetes, thyroid disease, or autoimmunity are incurable, throw it in the trash. It's not the truth. If you believe that you're just getting older, that loss of energy and productivity is normal in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, throw it out. Throw it in the trash. It's not true. If you believe because some doctor told you that you're incurable and you're going to be stuck on your meds for life, throw it out. It's no longer true according to the latest science. If you think that, and this may very well be true, that diets that you've tried or other functional medicine doctors didn't help you enough and you really hate dieting and you think, oh, this is just a bunch of hooey, right? Throw that out. It's stinking thinking. You can get better. You can eat healthier. You just need to know how. And if you're afraid that this is just another marketing trick and, or if you think that you can just learn something from this, mastermind today, and then you can go off and do it by yourself with Dr. Google, throw that out. We have many, many clients who have spent years trying one supplement after another, one detox after another, gut programs and even autoimmune reset programs and on and on and on. And they have not gotten to the bottom line root causes. And that's the problem. That's why you're not getting enough help. And so this is what I'm going to get deep into today to teach you about. And if you think that it's going to take too much time or too much effort or too much money, you really need to throw that out, because you can either live your life being sick on that road, or you can jump into my car. Instead of staying on that road and going off into illness, you can just jump into my car and let me teach you the latest science. And let me show you what's real, what's possible, what you can do so that you don't have to stay stuck with your symptoms and your medication and your doctor visits and all of that, okay? So it's up to you. What are you willing to do for your health? And when it comes to the money thing, I just want to touch on this for just a quick second. In 2022 alone, 5.2 billion with a B was injected into 130 different longevity businesses. Okay. What does that tell you about the latest science? You think it's real? Do you think it works? Do you think it's really helping people if investors are willing to put $5.2 billion into it? And look at this stat. The global wellness economy was valued at 5.6 trillion with a T in 2022. And that's an increase of 12% since 2020. Okay. Roughly $1 out of every $20 is spent on wellness. And the global wellness economy is expected to rise to $8.5 trillion by 2027. Now that's Fortune magazine. So if you think that what I'm talking about is a bunch of hooey, if you think it's just, oh, alternative medicine, it doesn't work, I want you to think again. And you know that you're going to get more health on the other side from your investment. So instead of putting your money into something that is not going to create health, that is not going to create joy, put your money into things that actually do create health, create joy, create longevity, create an awesome health span, right? Isn't that a lot wiser? All right, so let's talk a little bit about the different scientific fields that we work in. And I'm going to go through these really fast, but when you come into a program here, you're going to learn all about this stuff, so don't worry. So first things first, we need to help your mitochondria because they're giving you your energy. They're critical for your energy production, your well-being, your mental health, your motivation, and your joy. Once you have the beginning of mitochondrial damage, that's when you start noticing that you're tired, that you have fatigue, that you have brain fog, that your blood sugar starts rising when you go to the doctor. Maybe you're not diabetic yet, but it's starting to rise. You might start to have some stubborn weight issues, gut issues, some hormonal and mood issues, and even infertility and immune dysfunction. Now, if you let this go on for long enough, you're going to have severe chronic disease, including diabetes, thyroid disease, serious mental health and mood and hormone issues, autoimmunity, heart disease, and eventually Alzheimer's. And the new science targets the root causes of mitochondrial dysfunction. And what does that do for you? It promotes this vibrant, awesome energy, awesome brain and cognition functioning, and awesome immunity. And that's exactly what you want. It also protects against cancer and future severe illness. So that's one area of science that we work in for you. Then we work in this area of cellular regeneration, longevity, anti-aging, and autophagy. So I'm using some pretty big words there, but really all I'm talking about is the natural cellular recycling process. This is absolutely critical, again, for optimal health. It's killing off those old inflammatory cells that you don't want, right? And it's renewing with new, younger, healthier cells, right? This is how we can actually reverse aging. This is amazing new science. It prevents disease, it slows down and even reverses aging, it enhances your energy and vitality. Okay, we have to work in that area. What about the new science of epigenetics? Now, it has been around for about 22 years, but I'll bet your doctor never talked to you about this. This is the science of how your genes interact with your environment. And yes, your genetic expression is not stuck in stone. It changes from moment to moment. You have way more control over the way your genes express than you know. We can create personalized health plans that work with your unique biology and genetics. And what this does is it ensures a more effective and lasting solution compared to traditional medicine. And like I said, look, your genes are not your destiny. And we know scientifically that it's the cellular environment that causes 90 to 95% of most chronic illnesses that we see today. Very small parts of this are genetic. And let's look at the science of nutrigenomics, the study of how nutrition affects your genetic expression. Wow, okay. Food is not just calories and proteins and carbs and fats, okay? Food is biological information that tells your genes how to express from moment to moment to moment. So the study of nutrigenomics, how food affects your genetic expression, is absolutely revolutionizing medicine today. So we are harnessing those cutting edge epigenetic scientific protocols so that we can create customized nutrition plans for you based on your specific genetics. Now, how much do you think you're going to get better if you're eating according to your own personal genetics and you're loving every bit of it? You're eating like a king or a queen every day? This is foundational to any healing plan. And it's also what most functional doctors are missing. And that's why you want to come and work with someone who's doing a full scientific plan for you. Now, everybody knows about this one, okay? The study of the microbiome throughout your entire body, and especially your gut microbiome. It's the trillions of beneficial bacteria that are living in your gut and throughout your entire body. And the science is absolutely 100% proven. They play a significant role in the production of chronic inflammation and disease and overall health. Now we know we've got many, many studies that prove that nurturing and balancing your microbiome actually reverses disease, even very severe disease. It improves your digestion. It corrects your mental and emotional health. It upgrades your immune system. It prevents disease moving forward. And so I've just given you just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more that I want to teach you. And I want you to know that you can absolutely do this. You don't have to be a scientist to use the latest science. There are 4 traits of any successful professional in any area of your life. And you already know this, right? If you are coachable and you value good expert mentorship, if you are willing to take quick and decisive action and implement what you're taught, if you are focused on your progress and your baby steps that you take every day, not on absolute perfection. Hey, I'm still not perfect at this, but I'm 95% well and I'm living the life. Okay, so you can do this too. And if you stay committed and you never give up on your health, and you know that from this point forward, it's time to get busy. It's time to get serious about your health. It's time to start using the latest science. that can actually transform your life. And so now I want to get a little deeper into the real science, because just in case I haven't showed you enough so far, I want to give you some proof that what I'm saying is actually true. Okay. So I want to teach you what's actually causing your burnout, your fatigue, your brain fog, your overwhelm, your long haul COVID, your diabetes, your thyroid disease, your autoimmunity, and all the rest of it. Okay. And I want to give you a very clear, what we call our cellular transformation roadmap. Sorry about that. My little speaker turned off there. I had to turn it back on. So I want to give you that cellular transformation roadmap. Now, this is unique to our business here at True Wellness Today. And what we're going to do for you is we're going to uncover your root causes, and we're going to help you to take targeted action steps affordably so you can take back your power, your control, your productivity, so you can get your vitality back, so you can be you again. So I'm gonna just, throw this big, huge truth bomb here out at you. Over 600,000 research studies cannot be wrong about the latest science, folks. Okay, so please don't go and put your head in the sand and think, oh, this is just a bunch of hooey, because you will be missing out on the latest science. This is proven, evidence-based science. Okay, again, 600,000 research papers and studies cannot be wrong about this. And look, we've even got it all over the media. We know what the problem is. We know why people had such severe complications with COVID and long haul COVID. We know why people are having, increased aging, autism, cancer, overweight, autoimmune disease at epidemic levels, thyroid disease, diabetes. We know what's causing it. And it's metabolic dysfunction and chronic inflammation. Okay. And this was Discover Magazine. Metabolic dysfunction and chronic inflammation underlies not just the senescence or the deterioration with age, but all chronic illness that often comes along with it, including the diabetes, the thyroid disease, the heart disease, even the Alzheimer's, okay, even cancer, right? So you need to know that this is true. It all starts with metabolic dysfunction and the chronic inflammation that ensues, okay? And it's not just me saying this, it's not just Discover Magazine saying this, it's not just 600,000 research studies saying it, it's all great doctors around the world, people that you trust, like Dr. Oz and Barry Sears and Walter Willett, Martin Pall, and there are thousands of others. Okay, unless you've been living under a rock, you have probably heard a lot of this scientific information. You've probably heard that only 12% of American adults are metabolically healthy. Wow. That means 88% of people have poor mitochondrial and energy producing function. Okay. That's what metabolically healthy means. It means that your mitochondria are not happy, and not just your mitochondria, but a lot of other cells in your body as well. And guess what? Most people don't even know it's happening. We know that there's a connection between chronic tissue inflammation and metabolic disease. We know that COVID-19 and the long haul post-acute sequelae that we see is from metabolic dysfunction. We know that if you have metabolic syndrome and diabetes, it leads to thyroid disease and hormonal dysfunction. We know that Metabolic syndrome plays the causative role in autoimmunity and rheumatic diseases. We know that different lifestyle practices, including your sleep, including the way you eat, the way you exercise, they absolutely affect your gut microbiome, and it can cause metabolic syndrome and even cancer. We know that the Western diet is a trigger for Alzheimer's disease and other neuroinflammatory and neurodegenerative diseases. We know that it's metabolic syndrome and chronic inflammation. We know that with the study of the epigenetics and with reversing metabolic syndrome, we can actually correct disease symptoms at the root cause. We know that if we increase autophagy and reduce metabolic syndrome, we can make significant differences in our health. We know that if you fast, if you do some of these awesome new lifestyle practices, that you will literally change your gut microbiome and your immune system and reset it moving forward. What does this mean? It means that you can heal, because guess what? Metabolic syndrome and all the terrible things that happen because of it, including the heart disease, including the Alzheimer's, including the thyroid disease, including the long haul COVID, and I could go on and on and on, including the cancer, okay? You can heal. You can fix your metabolic syndrome. You can find your root causes. You can work at the epigenetic level. You can work at the cellular level. You can work at the root cause level. You can fix your hormones. You can fix your mitochondria. You can fix it, and you can heal. And I know that's a bold statement, but I absolutely know that it's the truth. I know it not only happened in my body, it happened in my daughter's body. It's happened with all of the different amazing doctors that are doing this kind of work, and all of their patients, all of my clients. It works. And we know it works. The studies have been done that prove that it works. Systems biology is what, the kind of old term that we call cellular regeneration, is the future of medicine. We know that the functional medicine operating system absolutely works. We know, even from huge studies, over 7,000 people, we know it works. We know people feel better. But now I know this is going to upset you a little bit, and I'm sorry to tell you how much you've been deceived. But there is a 17-year time lag between what science knows today and what your doctor is actually telling you. And that means 17 years from now, on average, your doctor will start telling you what I'm telling you today. And I'm asking you, do you want to wait? Or do you want to get well today? We know that the gut microbiome is linked with health and disease. This is old school stuff, okay? We know that leaky gut causes leaky brain. We know it's a very real thing. We know that you can reverse serious neurological disorders by affecting the gut microbiota, even very serious diseases like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis. We know that this is absolutely possible, and people are doing it now. We know that gluten is not just a fad, and going gluten-free is not just a fad. We know that it does cause leaky gut and leaky brain. All right, I hope that I've convinced you. Let me tell you a little bit about Jacqueline. Jacqueline says, imagine getting your life back. I've been sick my entire life. Dory found my root causes affordably. I only wish I found her sooner. Don't wait, do this now. She's actually a health coach now, right? She's gone on to become a health coach because of everything that she went through. in her own personal healing journey. So now I hope that I can just have your attention for just a little more time, because you're probably wondering, okay, if I can fix all of this and you've got all this great science to do it, what is actually causing the metabolic dysfunction and the chronic inflammation? At least I hope you're thinking that at this point, because you want to know how to turn it around, right? So there are three main areas that we know that we need to focus on in order to get your health back for you. First, we've got to focus on your toxicities. And I'm going to get a little deeper about this in just a moment, so hang on. We also have to focus on your cellular deficiencies, the things that your cells are just plain missing, okay? And yes, we do. We need to focus on your traumas and stress, because we know that that is a huge area that produces inflammation in real time, and that actually creates metabolic dysfunction. So let's get just a little bit deeper, and I don't want you to freak out over this slide. Feel free to, get your phone, take a little picture of this, or you can go back and watch the recording again, right? You don't have to know all of this, because that's my job. I just want you to at least see the types of root causes that you're probably dealing with that you need to get under your control. And you absolutely can get these under your control. So we got to look at all those living toxins. Okay, it starts with toxins. And we've got to look at all those living toxins, like, like the COVID, like, the mold, the fungus, the parasites, bacteria, viruses. Okay, we've got to look at all of those. We've also got to look at any chemical toxins that are stuck in your body. Okay, this is huge. It's a big part of why people are sick. And when you come into our programs here, you learn why. We also need to deal with the electromagnetic radiation. And yes, it does play a role. We think, oh, we can't see it, so therefore it can't be that bad. Okay. I can show you the studies on this. It's very real. And yes, there are things that you can do about it to bring down your inflammation. All right, so that's the toxins. Now, deficiencies, we definitely need to look at all of your micronutrients, your vitamins, your minerals, amino acids, antioxidants, polyphenols, flavonoids, all of that, okay? We get really deep into that for you, because, if you're trying to build a house, and you don't have enough nails, how are you going to build the house, right? And so you really do have to have everything that your cells need. And you would just be so shocked to learn when we pull your testing up and we show you everything that you're missing. You're going to go, whoa, I wonder why I'm still walking around living, right? But your body is an amazing testament to the creation of God, and your body can do so many things even without enough. But wow, what happens when you get enough of everything your cells need? Holy smokes, you start getting, your vitality and your energy back, just like I did. Okay, we've also got to help you in the oxygen department, in making sure that you're getting enough fitness, that you're breathing, that you're exercising. We've got to help your nervous system so that there aren't any, impediments there. Right. And of course, we have to help you on the stress side as well. And so a good program that helps you with your health is going to be in there with you every single day, like our program here, where, we're not going to leave you alone to do this on your own. You're not going to just have a visit every month. You're going to have a visit, every week. You're going to have time with us every day if you need it, right? Because I know I've been through that 15 years of hell. I know how alone you feel. I know how exhausted you are. I know how gaslighted you've been. I know how doctors have treated you. I know, okay? And we don't do that here. And so we know that the psychology part of getting well, lowering your inflammation, helping you with those traumas, helping you in the psychology department, giving you the love, the relationships, being present with you, and giving you the spiritual and emotional help that you need to get well. This is powerful, folks. And I don't think I could have gotten through my own healing journey without my awesome doctors. I had a team of doctors and we worked together, and they taught me some things. I did research, I taught them some things, and we were a powerful team together, and they loved me every step of the way through my healing process. And I thank God for them, and you need that too. Okay. So, so you know that all these things, your toxins, your deficiencies, and the stress are causing the inflammation and the metabolic dysfunction. They're triggering your epigenetics in a very bad way that produces disease and eventual death, but we're not going to go there. We're going to turn this around and fix it. Okay. And so there are three main simple steps to healing. Okay. First thing you need to do, step one, is you need to get your root cause testing done. We need to see exactly what we're dealing with. No more of that going to the internet and just buying a supplement and hoping it works. Okay. That's ridiculous. It doesn't work very well, does it? And I know that because you guys have all been out there and you've been trying all these different things and you're still sick. Okay. It's not that you can't heal. It's that you don't know your root causes and you're not working specifically at your root cause level. You're not working at the epigenetic level. You're not working at the biochemical level. You're not working at the cellular level. You're not working at the microbiome level, at least not deep enough. And that's why you're still sick. Now, step two is once you find your root causes, then we need to help you to correct and to optimize those root causes. We need to help you do the work. And this is where this step two and step three, which is creating that long-term, sustainable lifetime results that you really want. This is where the real work is, because we can find most of your biggest root causes that are causing most of your problems in the first 3 weeks of working together. That's not hard. And it actually makes me really angry that doctors don't use these tests. They're not covered by insurance. Doctors are not using them because it's just too hard for them. Okay, but it's not too hard for us. And this is my mission. And so we use all the latest scientific state-of-the-art testing in order to help you find those root causes right away in our program. And then we get busy. And then we start correcting and optimizing and teaching you how to be able to do this for the rest of your life, because it is going to be the rest of your life that you're working on your health. It's not going to be a 6-month program where, okay, now you can go back to, eating Doritos again. Nope. Just take that and throw it out right now. No, maybe once in a while you want to cheat like that. But, at the rate that we are eating bad foods like that, we just can't get away with that. It's really causing the metabolic dysfunction. And so before, right now, you're in a place of not knowing why you're sick. However, if we just get together, do some root cause testing, then we will know without a shadow of a doubt, and we'll have it right there in black and white and color, showing us exactly where we need to work. Okay, it's going to make you feel better right away, just on the emotional and the stress level. Just knowing your root causes is going to really just put a little bit of pep back in your step and just help you to know that you're doing the right thing. And so this is what you can do, just like I did. You can transform your health at the cellular level, at the biochemical level, at the hormonal level, the metabolic level, and the genetic levels. You really can do this. And you probably are not a dummy. You probably know that if you correct your health now, You're going to save yourself a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of suffering in the long run. And it is true that while the latest science is amazing and there is so much that we can do for you, we can't cure everything, right? And so the sooner you get started, the better results you will get. But I will tell you that, even with very, very severe long-term disease like ALS, like Parkinson's, like MS, and even Alzheimer's, people can get an average of about 50% better or more. Okay, so imagine having 50% of your life back if you've already reached that severe stage. That's huge. Okay, that's huge. And that's what the science can do for you. But, what if you're not that far advanced yet? What can you do? What if you're like a person like me that had 7 autoimmune diseases for 15 years and had been living on disability for all that time? Wow, I got 95% of my health back. I honestly did. And wow. And I wasn't a young spring chicken when I did that either. Okay. I was in my 50s when I started healing. And so this is just a testament to our God and Father, and the way that He created our bodies is just amazing. Your immune system is absolutely powerful. It can heal you if you just get out of its way, if you get rid of those toxins, if you put back in what the cells are missing, and if you lower your stress, then we can knock out that metabolic dysfunction. We can knock down that chronic inflammation, and we can literally help you get your life back. And I always make people 100% money back guarantee promise that I will find your root causes within the first 3 weeks of working together, that I will always give you the latest science in a holistic approach with loving accountability. It's not a boot camp here. It's a lot of love. But yeah, we are going to hold you accountable and help you and guide you, take you by the hand, step by step, and help you do your baby steps so that every step of the way, you have your personalized state-of-the-art protocols, that you're in a collaborative team, that you feel surrounded by love, and you are never alone doing this. And so that's my promise to you. And I hope that's fair enough. So here's what I have to offer you today to help you to get started. I have a very special root cause package for you. And this is the first step of getting your health back and getting those real results. We're going to uncover the blind spots so that you can actually start your healing journey. It is a full root cause evaluation, and that's a personal, private evaluation with me. And you can either come into our office here in San Diego, or you can do it virtually. Our business has been virtual for 7 years, and we've helped thousands of people that way. We're also going to give you our unique root cause questionnaire. Now, it will take you a good couple of hours to fill this thing out. I promise you that. But when we sit down and go over it together, we're going to together uncover so many different root causes. And that's how we're going to start your testing. Okay, and this is how we're going to save money on your testing, is by looking at your symptoms and everything, your past and everything that's been going on with you over the years. And then we're going to decide, okay, what are the top root causes that we know we need to look for? And then we're going to start our testing. And that's what's going to save you money. All right, and when we do that evaluation, we're going to be looking at a lot of different areas of your health, very specifically. Now, the questionnaire that we use has been developed with millions of dollars in research by top doctors and scientists. And so that we know that the way you answer these questions are really giving us the clues that we need to zero in on your bottom line root causes, and then help you to do the testing so that we can prove to you, hey, this is really what's wrong here, okay? And so we're going to be looking at your nutritional deficiencies, at your metabolic dysfunction, your gastrointestinal functioning, your adrenal and your hormone functioning, with your thyroid as well. And this is a big one. We're going to be looking at all the different toxicities. We have a huge panel, and we don't miss a thing. We're going to be looking at all of your infections and your biotoxins. So the viruses, the molds, the COVID, all the craziness there. And again, we have a huge panel that we use. We don't miss a thing. We honestly don't. Anything that is majorly afforded with chronic illness, we're going to find it. We're going to look at male and female hormones specifically. I mean, this is an awesome questionnaire. And then we're going to give you a health scale of where you're at now. And then we're going to start showing you the tests that we need to do in order to move this X up and get you back up into peak performance again. Okay. And so what I have for you today, and I know that you're going to love this, so thank you for sticking around and watching. I have this root cause evaluation package for you that's worth over $2,500. So the root cause evaluation alone is $597, but I'm also going to go ahead and sit down and analyze all your previous testing. So I'm going to analyze all the testing that you've had with your doctor, as well as any newer functional testing that you've had with other functional doctors. And I'm going to show you what they've been missing and why you're still sick. That's a $997 value. Then, of course, I'm going to give you 10% off your customized labs. And that's over a $500 value. And of course, everyone who works with us at any level always gets put into our full script catalog, where you can get 10% off of all of your supplements and your personal care products for life. And of course, you can just keep saving money on that forever and ever and ever, because everybody needs good, healthy personal care products and supplementation. All right. And so this is the deal that I have for you today. It's a $2,500 value. I'm going to give it to you for only $97. And I know that's a steal, but it's to help you get your foot in the door. And it's going to help you and I to sit down together and to actually get to know each other a little bit better. And for me to be able to prove to you that I can show you what your major root causes are. We're going to get really deep with your personal root causes. And then for us to be able to decide, are we a good fit to work together to move forward and start attacking those root causes? Okay, so it's only $97, and you can either take a picture with your phone of the QR code, or you can just put in this short little bit.ly root cause 7. Either way, you're going to get to a website that's going to let you purchase that at $97. And it is a HIPAA compliant website. It's totally safe, so you don't have to worry. Okay. And so before I give you your free gift that I have for you today, I just want to spend just another minute or two here to talk about what your health is worth to you. Okay. So I want you to think back on the last time that you went and had your hair or nails done, or the last time that you went out to dinner with your family, the last time you spent, $100 on anything, right? For the same price, you could have been well on your road to finding your root causes. Okay. Right now, for the same price, you could have started learning what your real health problems are, and you could be on the way, on that road to having them solved, rather than being stuck where you are right now. Okay. And so I know what your answer is. Which would you rather have? Would you rather have that dinner out with the family? Or would you rather have your health back? Would you rather have the hair and nails? Would you rather have your health back? Would you rather be on a solid scientific road that you know is going to work, that you know is going to help you work at your root cause level using all the latest science that we have available today? What would you rather do? All right, so let me tell you about Pam. Pam says Dory in her program gave me answers when I was told there were none. I just love Pam. Dory gave me hope when I was told I was hopeless. And best of all, Dory gave me support when others walked away. And I just love her. And look at that big smile in that picture. I mean, she's walking her health journey. She's getting her health back. She's come a significant way. And it's just so beautiful for me to be able to help clients like her. And this is Christy. Christy's in Hungary. We have clients. Sorry, my little speaker went off again. So let me fix that. There we go. We have clients throughout the world. Most of our clients are in America, but we do have clients in Canada, in Mexico, in Europe, in Australia. But we've been doing this virtually for 7 years. And so we can work with you wherever you're at. Or if you are in the San Diego area, you can come up to our office here. And Christy says, I absolutely love Dory's confidence in finding our root causes, and I trust her knowledge to get my vibrant health back. I used to feel very negative about my illness, but Dory's bright and positive personality always helps me to stay hopeful. I feel blessed to be working on my root causes, and I no longer feel like I am a victim of autoimmune disease. Woo! Now that's what it's all about. When you are working on your health and you are using all the latest science, you are no longer stuck. Now you're on the right path. And this is Lindsay. Lindsay says, Dory's been blessed with a tremendous gift from God as a medical detective. She's kind and compassionate and has always been there for me throughout my healing journey. God bless you, Dory. And God bless Lindsay. Lindsay had a really hard road. We found some very major root causes in her, but wow, she's just doing so much better now. And yeah, these are my clients that have flown the coop because they're so much better. They really don't need me anymore. They only need me maybe once a year to come back and recheck things and make sure they're still on the right path. And so, yeah. All right. And so this is the offer that I have for you. It's just $97 again. And so now I will go ahead and, well, I got to tell you this first, that if you don't take action, you can't expect change. So right now, the Lord has presented you with scientific truth, and it's time for you to make a choice. Which path are you going to walk on? Are you going to continue to walk on the old school conventional path that really isn't helping you, that hasn't really helped you, that is only treating you from the top down, the symptom level with big pharma that's actually making you worse? Or are you going to do the latest science? Are you going to do the new thing, the thing that is actually proven to work? And I know what your answer is to that. And so I want you to take a moment, because we're going to open it up to questions in a minute. And I want to know what your big dream is. Why did God lead you here to me today? What is it that He created you for that you're limited in now because of your current health crisis? Or even if it's not a full-blown crisis, even if it's just, okay, it's limiting you because you're tired and you're constantly drinking caffeine and you have to take your medication and da 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 da, right? What is it that you could be doing that you know that the Lord created you for, that you're limited in right now because your health is unstable? because it's my job. I know that the Lord put me on this earth to be able to help you to achieve as good a health as what we possibly can do with the latest science, and help you to feel better, help you to get real results, and then help you to go out and kill it, help you to go out and do what God created you to do, to fulfill the purpose that He created you for. So I want you to be thinking about that, and let's talk about it in a minute. All right, so there is the offer. And I'll put it back up in a minute in case you didn't get it. So that's, that's what I'm here to tell you. The truth is that the cellular regeneration, the longevity science, the epigenetic science, the precision healthcare literally saved my life. And I know that it can save yours too. So I want to thank you for being here today and for watching this. If you are watching on the recording, please feel free to contact us. Please feel free. I will put our phone number in the chat for you, and so you can call and you can ask questions. And here's the free gift that I have for you today. It's the step-by-step total cellular transformation training. And what this is it's a way for you to start learning how to take the next steps for your health. And so, of course, your very first step is to go ahead and to get your root cause evaluation today. But from there, there's other things that you need to do. And you're probably wondering what all those things are. And so that's what our total cellular transformation training is for. It has the root cause identification strategy that's designed by the top doctors and scientists in the world. It's going to save you a lot of time, suffering, and money if you follow the latest science to get your health back. And it helps you to just understand what the unique scientific approaches are and how we do them to help you get back your energy, your brain power, your productivity, your vitality, all of that. All right, and so all you have to do is take a picture of the QR code, or there's a bit.ly link, and it's just step-by-step training, and that'll take you right there. And if you have any trouble with that, you can always call our office. We'll make sure we send it right out to you. All righty, so let's go ahead and open it up for questions. And if anyone is on the Facebook Live and you want to go ahead and come in, I'm going to go ahead and put that into the chat for you. I'm going to put the link so you can come in and you can ask your questions. So give me just a second here. So what I have to do is I have to go over to the Facebook and I have to put it into the chat. So here is the link. And if y'all just give me just a second to do this tech. Oops, there we go. Link. And let me come over back to Facebook. There we go. And pop that back in. Where did it go? That's interesting. Okay, just go right back in there then. Give me just 1 second. Okay. All right. All right, and then I just need to put one more. Our office number is 760-315-1021 or 760-460-4349. All righty. And now I'm gonna keep track of the comments here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go back over to the Zoom. Oops. Ooh, that's weird. I don't know why that is. But I know that I'm in the Zoom right here. Go. And I'm going to stop sharing. And now I'm ready to open it up for questions. And so feel free to, if you're watching this live, please feel free to jump on into our Zoom room and I'll let you on in. Please feel free to unmute yourself and please feel free to ask your questions. I'm here for you. All right. This is where I get to play the Jeopardy music. Waiting for people to not be shy and to ask their questions. Naima, I talked to you this morning. How are you doing, sweetheart? I think she's muted, so I can't hear her. Do you know how to unmute yourself? All right, I definitely want to give her a minute because I did talk with her this morning and I know that she has some questions probably. So I definitely want to give her a minute to figure out the tech or maybe she ran to the restroom. All right. So while we're waiting, you probably see some of the awesome books that I have behind me. These are books that we recommend everybody read because they're just loaded with a lot of the latest science that that you can get started on. Okay, and of course, finding your root causes, doing your testing, working with an expert to get your protocols right. That's all very important, but there are still things that you can do on your own before you're ready to come into a program. I definitely recommend Dr. Mark Hyman's book, which is Young Forever. Wow, that's his latest. And if you know anything about holistic healthcare or functional medicine, you know that Mark Hyman he's our top dog. And we follow him, we follow his research. He's a prolific author and he's just doing a wonderful work in the world. And so his new book, Young Forever, I definitely recommend you go out, you buy that on Amazon right now, you start reading it. And of course, he's going to teach you, the same things that I'm teaching you in this mastermind, and you're going to absolutely love it. Also, I recommend a book by Tony Robbins. This is Tony's latest book, and he wrote it with another doctor, Dr. Peter Diamandis, which is also one of the top functional doctors and holistic practitioners in the world. And that book by Tony Robbins is called Life Force. You absolutely have to read this book. If you have any health issues that are limiting you, and you wonder whether what I'm telling you is true or not, go read that book because it's going to slam dunk. Yep, it's true. Yep, it's true. Yep, it's true. Here's the science. 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 And by the time you get done reading that book, you're going to be so filled with hope. You're going to know that you can do so much more for your health, that you do not have to stay stuck in this. That yes, you can be like me. Yes, you can get your health back. Yes, you can get 95% healed, or I don't know how much you can get healed. Everybody's different, but I do know that you can get amazing and dramatic life changes by doing the latest science. That is the God's honest truth. If you're willing to do it, then you can definitely make significant changes in your life, in your vitality, in your joy for life, in your motivation for life. And so definitely pick up a copy of Tony's book. Also, another book that I absolutely recommend, especially for those people, those beginners that are just, starting to wonder, hey, what is available out there? How come my doctor's not telling me about all this? You got to read Lifespan by David Sinclair. This is some powerful longevity research, and you need to know what it is. You really do, because it's just amazing what we can do now. We can literally age backward. And I know that's a big statement, but it really is true through the science of longevity. And that's what we do here. That's what we help you with. We help you to actually get rid of those old cells that they're like zombie cells. They're just creating a lot of inflammation for you. And we help you to reproduce new, better functioning cells, actually younger cells, cells that work better, cells that help you feel better, that, help you get rid of the brain fog and let your brain work better and help every part of your body to work better. And so I definitely recommend Lifespan by David Sinclair. All righty. Well, I just want to make sure that Naima had a chance to ask her questions. There might be a technical thing going on there with her not being able to to unmute. But definitely, we have your number. We will definitely call you, and hopefully you had a chance to talk with my executive strategist today, and we're here for you. And so, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the mastermind for today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And again, if you have any questions, you can call or text our office here. And whatever we can do for you. We have programs at all different levels for all different budgets. And so, inquire, right? Let us know how we can help you. At least get started with your $97 root cause evaluation. At least get started getting your test results so that you can know what your root causes are. That is the first step of any health journey, and we can get those for you right away. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.